In a time of crisis, admitting that you need help to manage your mental health is often the first step. But from there, without knowing where to go or who to contact, that is often where things stop. A community group in the Austin neighborhood is working to eliminate those hurdles of going out to find resources by pulling right up to the people in need. On a piece of land on the city's west side, the community group Build Inc. is doing just that.
We got a whole new building. We got a second floor finally.
We met the staff who will spend part of their days here when this new space at Harrison and Laramie, right off the Eisenhower, opens to its Austin neighbors next month. There is a brand new gym, colorful workspaces, a kitchen, and more. All of it meant to be a safe space for kids and young adults to hang out and connect to the resources they need.
Honestly, we do anything and everything.
And that need is great. So much so that what brought us here wasn't this new shiny building. It's what Build is doing outside these walls.
Let's say our client has very little access to transportation or no access to transportation, or they're on parole and can't really leave their house, right? We come to them.
Gabriela Castillo is a member of the mobile mental health team doing her work on wheels.
I'm really about rapid stabilization. So if someone is in need of housing, employment.
When David Rodriguez is on board, he's providing therapy.
My mental health overall is a stigma in the community, in both black and brown communities. So even bringing that up is kind of like one of those things we don't want to talk about that.
The idea is, while the bus may not roll up subtly, within its windows, tinted for privacy, comfortable couches, and ability to meet wherever, it creates a chance to share that many young people wouldn't seek out.
I would say just treat it as if it's like a phone call with your best friend or a diary entry.
Damian Reed went to therapy with David for the first time when the bus came to his work.
I realized that having that platform to not only vent, but just get a level-headed type of perspective on some of the things that I'm experiencing, I think is very important. And David does a great job of meeting me where I am.
Beyond personal anecdotes, numbers show this outreach is working. Build says 84% of youth who came in reporting emotional struggles say they improved their ability to manage emotions. 88% of youth needing help with conflicts say they improved conflict resolution skills. And while Build focuses on mentoring youth, it doesn't turn away adults who need the same assistance.
When I was homeless, they helped me with an apartment.
A meeting on the bus changed Pamela Lucius's life, and there is no doubt about it.
I'm getting a little emotional.
When you see the vulnerability she's now willing to share.
Yes.
She never thought she'd go to therapy. Few who step foot on the mobile mental health bus do.
We're breaking generational curses, we're breaking generational stigmas of what mental health is about.
But they'll tell you they're better for it.
I don't really have too many people, and when they reached out to me, it made me feel good.
And that's a job well done. Now, as of this weekend, Build's brand new building is open, so help is available for that community on wheels and within four walls. All this week here on CBS Chicago, we are committed to sharing stories about youth mental health. If you or someone you love is in need of that help, you can log on to cbschicago.com/mental health. Also, you can reach out to the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. That number, 988, and you can call or text anytime.
Vital services, and people are innovative trying to provide those services.
So important. If you can eliminate that one hurdle of getting there, you're golden.
That's right. Very good.